The last is yet to be heard of the recent incident involving a United Nigeria's airline flight en route to Abuja but landed in Asaba. After that dramatic touchdown in Asaba, United Nigeria's airline spokesperson initially cited poor weather condition as the reason for the diversion, but the Minister of Aviation, Festus Keyamo, has now debunked that claim. TV360 special correspondent Deji Badimosi has more on the story.
Indeed, Tamilore, the last has not been heard of this bizarre incident. Just as you reported, United Nigeria Airlines had put out a statement that the landing in Asaba was due to poor destination weather, meaning that the weather in Abuja at the time, which was the original destination of the flight, was bad. But the Minister of Aviation and Aerospace Development, Festus Keyamo, has now faulted that claim after a preliminary investigation was conducted on the incident.
It was clear that when the pilot was taking off from Lagos, he was headed to Asaba, not Abuja, whereas the flight ought to be a flight headed for Abuja. There was no weather problem in Abuja yesterday. The NIMET DG is here. That's the NIMET. They are here. No weather problem in Abuja yesterday. It was a question of a wet lease plane where the pilots and the crew were all foreigners, not Nigerians. And that is what a wet lease is all about. A wet lease, they will give you their plane with their crew, with their pilots. And so they were not familiar with the Nigerian terrain. From the transcript we heard, the tower kept asking the pilot, confirm again that you are going to Abuja, not Asaba. The pilot replied, no, I am going to Asaba. That's the transcript. Before they took off and they taxied into the runway, he asked again, the tower asked again, confirm that it is Abuja you are going, not Asaba. The pilot replied and said, no, I am going to Asaba. So it was purely an issue of in-house administrative issues that they had. The dispatcher who must have dispatched that plane, and everyone, we have said, interview everybody, and where sanctions should apply, we should apply those sanctions. However, this has opened the eyes of the regulators to new steps that they must take. And I have spoken with them now, and we all agreed that henceforth, all wet leases coming into Nigeria, you must have a Nigerian pilot seated at least on the jump seats. If it's not the two pilots, the jump seats must be seated there with the foreign pilots.
Now here's a recap of this whole incident. United Nigeria Airlines Flight 0405 took off from the MM2 terminal in Lagos en route to Abuja, but the plane surprisingly landed at the Asaba airport with the crew welcoming the passengers to Abuja airport. But when the passengers looked through the aircraft windows, they discovered they were actually in Asaba. And there was no communication about an emergency landing because of poor destination weather, which the statement put out by the management of the airlines later now claimed. So in all of this, the minister's explanation seems to be very plausible. And it's the reason why all the wet lease aircrafts under United Nigeria Airlines have now been grounded. Quite a bizarre incident, no doubt. Deji Badimosi, TV360, Lagos.